everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have got a fun new garment to share with you. Move her over here a little bit so you kind of see her a little bit better. But before we get into that, and some other stuff that I want to talk about with it, but before we get into that, today is Friday, which means we have a Love Notions Feature Friday pattern, and that pattern is the Canyon cardigan. It has just had an update. I feel like it has been Feature Friday before. It is $5 today only, though, so it's now in the full extended size range. It comes with a full bust, all that jazz with the Canyon cardigan. I made it, this was at the beginning of my ambassador ship with Love Notions, and I was a tester for it way back when it came out. But anyway, $5 today only. It is now a great time to grab it. It's getting to be that weather, and it comes with a whole bunch of adorable options that you can make. So if you're looking to add a cardigan to your wardrobe this as the weather cools, or if you are in the southern hemisphere and you just still need a little light wrap as things start to warm up, this is a great one to grab. So $5 today only. Whitney 10 gets you an additional 10% off that. Okay. All right, guys. Today I want to share my newest make. This is the Cashmerette Grafton. When I say I almost could hardly wait to get my hands on this pattern the minute that I saw the line drawings for it. So this pattern released at the end of September, I think. And basically what it is a mix and match knit pattern, top, dress, skirt, all of it. You can kind of mix and match to create something. I feel like their website said like over 400 combinations. It's amazing. But they had a collaboration with My Body Model to where you can kind of plan it out. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But Cashmerette reached out to a few of their collaborators and asked if they gave us access to the pattern, if we would like to also get a My Body Model croquis, design it all up, post some stuff on social media. We didn't have to make up the dress, just kind of showing how you could kind of plan through things. So I did that, and then I just couldn't wait to make up the actual garment. Once I had my creative juices flowing, I'm like, I've got to make up this dress, and I am so glad that I did. It is such a good pattern. So let's talk about the pattern. So this is not a club pattern. This is a pattern that's just on their website. It comes in their full size range from a size 0 up to a size 32 with the cup sizes, all that jazz. So anyone can just go out and buy the pattern. You don't have to have a club membership for this one. It's in their regular catalog. It's got a relaxed bodice that has a grown-on sleeve, which is either just like a regular grown-on sleeve, which is pretty much just like a short sleeve, and then a long sleeve to add to that. And it's got a fitted bodice that you have a straight sleeve, a short 3/4 long. You can do it sleeveless. You can do that bodice sleeveless, or you can do a bishop sleeve. And then it has like a ton of different necklines too. And you can mix and match the necklines from the relaxed bodice, even though it's a grown-on sleeve. You can mix and match those necklines with the necklines of the other, like the more fitted bodice. This is the more fitted bodice here. So there's the square neckline, there's a V neckline, there's a V neckline, a scoop, a crew, a turtleneck, and a square neckline. And you can make the V, crew, and scoop with either just a regular neckband, or you could line them. And then the turtleneck obviously is just the turtleneck. And then the square neckline finishes off with a lining, which is what I used here that you'll be able to see. Yeah, there's all those sleeves that then can go onto them. And then the skirts, there's a straight skirt, there's a circle skirt, there's an asymmetrical wrap skirt that is absolutely gorgeous. I think it is so cute, with different lengths on everything. And then, so straight skirt, there's also an A-line skirt. So anyway, tons of different knit options. They go maxi length, above the knee, mini, I mean, all sorts of lengths. Again, like over 400 combinations. And if you happen to be a club member, then October's pattern was the Mercer jumpsuit, which is like a wrap bodice jumpsuit. And all of the sleeves of the Grafton can go onto the bodice of the Mercer jumpsuit. And then the wrap bodice itself, which is just like a faux wrap bodice, you know, it's just the bodice wraps over. It's not a true wrap. But that bodice can also go on any of the skirts of the Grafton. So you can use that bodice as well if you do have the club membership. So it all just a mix and match wonderfulness to basically create any knit dress that you may want to create. Love it. I absolutely love it. So when they reached out and asked if I'd be interested, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, sign me up. I want to make I just can't wait to do any of it. So I got access to, and actually I already had an account with My Body Model. And what My Body Model is it is a website where you can put in a whole bunch of your measurements. I mean, you can do all the measurements yourself and it walks you through how to take them all, but it takes a little while to put them all in. And then the program creates a croquis. And what a croquis is it's basically an outline of your body. So like a fashion body, but it's you. And so then you can go in, you can pick how dark your lines are. So whether you're just going to trace off your body and then draw the clothes on, or if you want to draw on, exactly onto it, however you want to do that. You can pick how dark you want your lines. So they can be black, they can be a pale gray, all that kind of thing. And I'll put a picture of what my croquis kind of looks like so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I chose like the light gray because I was just going to draw my stuff right onto it. But I think I can also go back in and get it darker as well if I wanted to trace things off. So there's options there. But then once you have your croquis, it also is what's included with the My Body Model is like a planning workbook where it's got your little person, and your little person can come and I think with an upcharge, you can get it with a hand on the hip and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, the workbook has your little person in the corner and then notes for all your patterns. So if you're someone that likes to keep physical notes on your patterns, this is a great option. So you can plan out your outfit over here, maybe even staple a piece of fabric to it that you're wanting to use, and then have all of your notes right there on what adjustments you made to the pattern, what size you made, the fabric you used, all that kind of jazz. So if you're someone that really gets into that, it's a really great thing. So anyway, I printed off my croquis and I created this drawing here because I knew that I wanted to use this fabric. And I used this is the French Terry from Minerva. I had this in a couple of their different prints, but I had not sewn with it yet. And it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I bought it so that I could, truthfully talk about it with you guys on, how, I have gathering stitches still in my sleeve cuff. Oops. I never pulled those out. But I grabbed this because I wanted to be able to speak intelligently about the substrate that Minerva offers some of their prints on. It is lovely. So it's a French terry, so that means it's got like the soft jersey on the one side, and then the back has the little loops, like a terry cloth kind of, but it's super soft. So super soft. And I knew that I wanted to use it for a really cozy winter dress. And I'm so glad that I did. So I grabbed that little swatch and then sat down and started sketching. You probably saw, if you follow me on Instagram, I had a reel that went out showing my process and how I went through and drew out the dress that I wanted to create. But I went with the fitted bodice with the square neckline. I'll pull it off of the mannequin here in a second to show you the insides because the inside is lined. It went together really, really quickly though. But I knew I wanted the more voluminous sleeve, so I went with the bishop sleeve. And then I wanted more of a mini dress. I say mini, like mid-thigh, because I wanted to be able to wear it with opaque tights and my lace-up boots. So I wanted to keep the proportion for what the dress I had in my head. I wanted to keep the proportion really nicely. I also think that this would be great with like a bomber jacket over it or a moto jacket. It just feels very edgy to me. For as edgy as I get. So definitely feeling this outfit. I really, really love it. So I went with the straight skirt and I went with the mid-thigh version, which I think is the shortest one that they do. And I did not, no, I did. I did shorten the skirt, which I often have to do, with all patterns. So I shortened the pattern an inch at the waist to bring the waist up to my waist and an inch at the skirt because I'm short. I'm only 5'2", and I think she dressed for a 5'6" body. So anyway, that's very common. And if I were making the midi length, I would probably shorten it another inch to get it to hit me exactly midi. But for the shorter lengths, I just need to shorten it the 1 inch. So at the skirt. So those are the only adjustments I made. I made a size 10 with the GH cup, and then I graded out to the 12 at the waist, and then I just left it the size 12 for the rest of it. Because it's, that's fine. Technically I would go back to the 10, but it's fine. It gives me a little extra room. And I am so pleased with how this turned out. It's got darts in the front, here at the waist, and then darts in the back at the bodice, and then I think that's it. I don't think that there's no darts on the skirt. So just darts in the bodice. It's got this beautiful square neckline. And then there is an option to put pockets into the dress. I did not want to do that on this one just because I didn't want anything showing through on the other side of the dress. And I'm fine with that. But there's an option to put pockets into all the dresses if you so desire. And then this beautiful, bishop sleeve. So let me show you the inside of the dress. All right, so the bodice is fully lined in order to give that really clean finish on the front. And I just used this mustard yellow cotton jersey from my stash because I had it in my stash. So it makes a very clean finish on the inside. And then it also matches the inside of these, I don't know, I guess these are flowers. It kind of has almost a leopard print look to it, but I think it is like splotchy flowers more. But I thought that way if it peeks through, it looks intentional. So yeah, I just used some cotton jersey from my stash to line the bodice and get that nice clean neck edge. Used my cover stitch to finish the hem. But all in all, I love this dress. It's very comfortable. I think this would be a fun dress to wear at Christmas, actually. Because I'm just with my family at Christmas. Although we travel on Christmas Day, we're with one side of the family for the morning, and then mid to late afternoon, we go to be with the other side of the family and spend Christmas night with the other side of the family, my husband's side of the family. So this is to be good for traveling, and it would still be comfortable, I feel like, to wear and eat both a meal with my family and then go eat and do the big dinner and meal and stuff with his family afterwards. So anyway, this may get worn for Christmas, and very excited about it. But I just wanted to I don't have any affiliation. I don't have any affiliation at the moment with Cashmerette, so I don't get anything for this pattern, and I don't have any affiliation with my body model. I just wanted to talk about it because I had a lot of fun designing my dress and then making my dress come to fruition. I just thought it was a great creative exercise and a lot of fun, so I thought some of you might enjoy that as well, especially we're getting into sewing months, the months where you just want to hunker inside and be creative and make things with your hands. So yeah, I thought that this was a lot of fun. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you get some sewing in this weekend. And I'm going to be at a soccer tournament this weekend, so I don't know that I'm going to get a lot of sewing in, but anyway, we do what we need to do. So there we have it. Okay, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys again on Tuesday.